Hello everyone, welcome to the last part of this series, and today we're gonna be deploying our NFTs on OpenSea. So the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna go to Remix, go on Google and type Ethereum Remix, and you will get to this place. So let's just recap. The last time we generated the JSON data. We already generated the images, so we have everything pretty much. And what we have to do now is we also did the piñata, so we uploaded the JSON files here for our collection and also the images. And what we have to do now is let me go back. So we have to use this so that we can deploy on OpenSea. And this is a way to interact with it's like a IDE for smart contracts. It's like Visual Studio, like a code editor. And so we will use that. So let me just walk you through it. So once you open the Remix Ethereum, you will get to this place, and this is gonna tell you like, oh, this is the default workplace. So you wanna change the name. So just change the name to, you can just name it like the name of your collection or something. Much exclusive Doge or something like that. Alright, the next thing that you want to do is where is this? So you will have some contracts here. I have my contract here, so we don't want this because, well, I already deployed it, that's why it's here. So let me just delete this, I guess, and just start from the beginning, because I want you to see the whole process. So this is how it's gonna start once you go here. Let's see. And you will start with this, yes. So now that you're here, so let's just rename it again. Much exclusive Doge. Alright. You go to contracts and you want to delete all of these contracts. So these are contracts that come with by default, so you want to delete them. So just delete all of them. Oh, no, that you don't want that. Alright, so once you have deleted all of them, what you need is the contract, right? The contract that you're gonna use to interact with the blockchain so that you can deploy these NFTs. Alright, so now we need the contract that's gonna interact with the blockchain so that we will be able to deploy our NFTs. So what you want to do is you want to go to, so you can go on YouTube and type Hashlips, and you will get all of this. You will get this channel, which is the Hashlips NFT, right? So I'm using his tutorial, but just certain parts of his tutorial, because he's using a different library to generate the NFTs. And so if you go to this video, for instance, if you go to how to create an NFT collection, and if you get to, let's skip this. So if you go to this one and then you watch the whole thing, he's gonna walk you through the whole process that I've been walking you through as well, and you will be able to, generate the NFTs and deploy them on OpenSea, on Ethereum and Polygon as well, I think. So since I didn't use his library, I'm using like a Python library because I'm more familiar with Python. That's why I didn't use his tutorial. But I recommend watching it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I recommend watching this tutorial because it's really good. It teaches you a lot. But if you're using my tutorials, my series, then you can go and skip to minute. I think it's at the 1 hour mark. Yeah, just go to the 1 hour mark. And then so this is what we did the last time. So we uploaded our NFT files to Piñata, and after this, he's gonna tell you to get like the contract, right? So the contract that we're gonna use, you can go to his GitHub. You know, I'm gonna put the link in the description as well, but you can find it here. So it's here. So once you go to his GitHub, you go to the one that says Hashlips NFT contract. Go to the one that says contract, simple NFT _ flat. That's all. Solidity, which stands for Solidity. And this is the one that we're gonna be using. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna copy and paste this. So let's do that. So we're gonna copy and paste this contract. We're gonna go back to Remix. We're gonna go to contracts and add a new file. And we're gonna call it we'll just call it much exclusive doge.sol. And we're gonna paste it here. So once you paste the contract, there's this part here. So just make sure that you read the whole contract or parts of it at least, or just skim through it. So in the last part, it tells you that if you wanna, support his channel, you wanna leave, just leave this part here so that he can get like a commission. So I don't know if you wanna support it or not, but I'm just gonna remove this part. And then I'm gonna go all the way to, so you wanna go to line. So this contract has a lot of things, and he doesn't explain all of them, but he explains a few of them. You don't need to know what's going on here, just what to change, I guess, so that you can deploy your contract. So let's go to line, I think it's 1000, it's here, 1033. So it starts at 1032, you could say, yes. So this is the line that we are concerned with. So let's go back. Let's go back to his tutorial, and well, I'm just gonna walk you through almost the same thing. So once you're here, what you want to do is concentrate on these lines here, and I'm gonna explain what all of these things mean. But the first thing that we want to do is we want to change the name of the contract. So this has to match this here. Oh, it doesn't have to, but it's a good practice. So contract, instead of NFT, just change it to something that, to the name of your contract, I guess. So the cost, how much the NFT is gonna cost. Since we're gonna be working with Polygon, we're gonna deploy it on the Polygon blockchain. If I put 10, that means 10 Matic, which is right now the price is like $1.50. So just multiply that by 10, which is $15. So that's what's gonna cost each NFT, right? To mint each NFT. So in this case, I'm just gonna put like 7, let's say, or 5. Let's just pick 5. So it's gonna be 5 times. It's gonna be like $6, $7, depending on the price as well. So what's the supply? What's the maximum supply? So this is how many NFTs you have or you're gonna deploy. So for that, we go back to Visual Studio, and what we want here is go to the images. So we have 13 because it starts at 0, right? We'll go back to Remix and just put 13. Let me just change it. Let's just make it super cheap to mint our NFTs. So let's just put 2. So 2 Matic, which is like $3. So what's the maximum amount that that a user can mint? In this case, let's just put 1 because we don't have a lot of NFTs. But if you have like 10,000 NFTs, then you want to put like a different value, like 5 per user, or like, I don't know, 10. This is up to you. So here where it says pause, we're gonna leave it at false. If we put it true, then we're not gonna be able to mint until we unpause the contract. This is for pre-sales and all of that. So if you watch the video, he'll explain all of this. Public revealed. So he's also using, so when I say he, I mean the guy, the Hashlips guy. So this is his contract, and there are some things that we're not going to use from his contract. But if we want to remove them, then we have to remove every instance of that thing. For example, we're not using this revealed, but we're not going to remove it because then we have to remove it from the whole contract, and it's going to take some time. I mean, you could just do it if you want to clean up the contract, I guess. So this revealed feature means that he's got some NFTs that will be revealed. So he's just gonna reveal a certain number of NFTs, and then he's got another NFTs that he doesn't want to reveal until certain things happen, I guess. So in this case, we're not gonna use this, so we're just gonna reveal. We'll just put a false. We'll just leave it a false, I guess, since we're not using that. Or let's see, reveal. That means that it won't be revealed until you do it. So let me put true so that it's already revealed, so that everything is revealed, right? And once again, this has to do with that because we're gonna get like something from Piñata, which is like a URL for the ones that are not revealed. So you don't need to do anything with this one. But once again, if you want to change the contract, just feel free to play around with it. Anyways, so we have done what we wanted here, and that's all you need to change here. So let me just save the contract. So Command S, and you will see here that that you will get like a green check. So once you do that, so this is some artifacts that come with the contract, so don't worry about this. So now we can go here where the S is, and so just mark this, auto compile, enable optimization, and so once again, the guy explains all of these. So make sure that you watch the video if you want to know more about this. And then go where it says deploy and run transactions. So for this part, you can see that it asks you about the environment. So the one that we're going to use is injected web 3 because we're going to connect it to our wallet. So as you can see, I already get the custom 137 network, which is the Polygon network. I already get it because it's already connected, as you can see here. So I'm assuming that you already have MetaMask. If you don't have MetaMask installed, please install MetaMask, go through the process, and if not, I'll make a tutorial on how to install it. And MetaMask is just like a wallet that connects to Google Chrome and connects to all of these applications. So if you open it, you have different networks. You have the Polygon network, the Ethereum mainnet, and we're just going to use this one, which is the Rinkeby test network. And this is on fake Ethereum, and you can get this Ethereum. So like we're going to deploy it here. If we can deploy it on this test network, that means that we can deploy it on the real network. And this is again some test Ethereum that you can get by going here and just googling Rinkeby test Ethereum. Or you can just put like Rinkeby faucet, and here you just go here, just follow the instructions, and then you put your Ethereum address, and then you get some it's not working right now, but you can get some ether so that you can start testing things. So let me go back here. There's another thing. If you don't have the Polygon network here, you can add the network here, and I can also make a video about that. Just let me know if you want that. So once that we're connected, your address will appear here. As you can see here, this is my address, and you can see that it just automatically appears here. Make sure that you're in the Rinkeby network, which is the test network. And where it says contract, go and select the contract that we just created, which is med. Alright, and then you have a drop-down menu here that we're gonna fill out. So for the name, we're just gonna use we'll just use med as well, and we'll just keep the same for this. It's just the name of the contract, and this is the symbol. It's just the same thing, I guess. And then for the URI, so for this part, we're gonna go to Piñata, and we're gonna go to where is the images, right? The images and the JSON data, right? So here we want to copy the JSON data, the one that says JSON, and then we'll just copy the CID. And if you type Piñata OpenSea requirements, I guess there's like an official one, which is the metadata standards. And if you go here, it tells you how OpenSea wants the data. So as you can see, it wants you to host so it wants the URL in this way. For example, IPFS, and then it wants the this, and then the UCID here. So this is how it wants you to do it. So how we are gonna do is we're just gonna copy this, go to remix, just paste it, and we're gonna delete this because we have a different CID, right? So we go back here and we just copy the one that has the JSON data. All right, go back to here and just paste it. Make sure that you have IPFS. Make sure that you have IPFS, you know, here the colon, the double slash, and then you paste the UCID. You should have something like this. And then in the end, you want a forward slash. All right, so add that. Make sure that you add that. So don't forget about adding that. And then just copy the same and then just paste the same here. We're not using this one again. This is for some NFTs that won't be revealed. It has like a different URI, but since we're not using this, we're just pasting the same thing here. So don't worry about this. Just copy and paste the same thing and make sure that it has the forward slash at the end. All right, so once we have completed all of these, what we can do is, you don't want to click here yet. So what you want to do is go here and copy the bytecode, and then go to Visual Studio. Just create like a new file that says it's like a folder that says info. Inside this folder, create a file, and just Polygon, I guess, test. All right. I think it's getting created. Yes. And here we're just gonna paste what we copied, which is gonna be a bunch of numbers. So just go back, just change the tab, and then this one would get arranged in this way. So you want to keep this information because after you deploy, you want to verify the contract, and then you're asked for all of these things. So this is the bytecode. All right. So now let's go back to what we were doing here. So now you have to just double check that everything is correct. So you have changed all of this. We have changed this as well. We're in the Rinkaby test network. Just click on transact. So after you transact, it's gonna ask MetaMask if you want to prove it or not. So let me just give it a second here. And then it's gonna ask you, this is gonna take this amount of Ethereum. Since it's fake Ethereum, you don't care too much about it. Just make sure that you have enough. And it's deploying a new contract, so contract deployment. So just go and say confirm. So once you have confirmed, you can see here that's the creation of the contract. You can see it on Etherscan. You can see it. All right, it's been created. So you can see here, and it appeared here already. So this is the deploy contracts, and you have it here. So we have deployed our contract successfully on the test network, by the way. All right, so once you have deployed the contract, you can open this drop-down menu, and these are ways to interact with the contract. So you can so you can interact with the contract. You can approve transactions. You can mint. You can pause the contract, set the cost. There's a bunch of things that you can do here. So what we want to, so I'm not going to talk about all of them. You can watch the tutorial that I'm telling you to watch, and then you can understand most of these things. He doesn't even talk over all of them, just a few that you need, I guess. The first thing that we want to do, since we already deployed the contract, we want to copy the address of the contract. So copy the address and then go to Visual Studio Code. Just make some space here and paste the contract. And you can just put this is a contract address or something like that. Alright, that's a mess, but you get it. And then just save that file. So you're gonna need all of this information afterwards. Alright, so once we have done all of that, you copied this, you copied this as well. So we have all of that information. Alright, so once you have copied this and have it somewhere safe, so let's go to Mint and just use this drop down menu here. And since we put like we can mint one at a time, so the max mint amount is just one, so we'll just set it to one. And then transact. And then it's gonna ask you to approve it again. So it's gonna go to MetaMask. You're gonna say confirm. And then let's see if it's minting. So it's pending, right? The transaction here is pending. Now it's been approved. You can also go to MetaMask and see the transactions, by the way. So if it opens, I can show you. So see how it's been decreasing because I've been using Ethereum. Well, I think I just used a little bit, and it's because I'm the one who deployed the contract. So I don't think I use a lot because I deploy the contract. So see here, you can see the transaction. You can click on them and then go to the to view it on the block explorer. All right, so finally we can go to OpenSea, but you want to go to the test OpenSea, which is a different OpenSea. This is only for testing. So you will go here and make sure that it has the test net here, that it has this, and it says here test nets. And you want to go to where your profile is. If you're not connected to MetaMask, connect to MetaMask because you will need that. So if you go here, go to your profile. Well, it's asking me to connect again, so let me just connect real quick. So it's connected already because I already see my profile there. So once you go to your profile, you would see everything that has been deployed here. So this is the original collection that I deployed already, which is the much exclusive Doge Yacht Club. And this is the one that we just minted. As you can see, it already appeared pretty quick, right? So let's just click on it. And it says, Doge #1. So since I already deployed a bunch of these collections, this one is version 3. The description appears here. It's an NFT collection. And as you can see, the properties appear here. That means that the metadata is working correctly. So the eyes, suspicious eyes, you have it there. Base is silver, you have it. And the background is blue. So then you can go and see more detail. Well, you can edit all of this. And as you can see, it's been deployed on the test blockchain here. So this is the contract address here. And it says that it's been minted. Now you can sell it, and you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can transfer it, or you can do anything else. So let me just show you how to deploy. Let's just mint another one, right? Let's just transact again. Go to confirm. As you can see right now, it's minting. Soon it will appear here. But if you open MetaMask, you can also see what's the status of the transaction. So it's minting, see? So it has been minted. If you go back, so let's go back to, you can go to the collection here. And you can see that there's 2 items. So now you have Doge #2. Coincidentally, they have the same background, but it's different base and all of that. And here you have it. This is Doge #2, and you can keep doing that until you have all of them, and then you can sell them. So now that you have deployed the contract on the testnet, now you know that's gonna work if you deploy it on the mainnet. So what you want to do if you want to deploy it on the mainnet is the following. And you want to change. You want to go here. So you see where it says ring buy. So you want to go to MetaMask. And you want to change the network and just go to the main network, in this case Polygon, right? Which is this one. Or Ethereum if you want to do Ethereum. And you see how it changed here. So now you have the Polygon network here. So now it's connected to that one. You want to follow the same process that we followed and then click on transact. So you can just delete this one and then just click on transact and follow the same steps that we followed. And if you have enough gas, and if you have enough, whatever, Ethereum or Matic, then you can deploy it on the main network. And then you will go to the to the main OpenSea, and then you should be able to see all of your NFTs there. So that's what you want to do if you want to deploy on the main network. You just need to change the network and follow the same process. Alright, so since we're gonna continue with the test network, let me show you what else you need to do after you have your NFTs on OpenSea. We need to verify the contract, and for that we need some information. So let me just switch the networks here. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to copy this contract, the one that we're using here. So let's just copy it and go to Visual Studio Code, and let's just paste it here. So make sure that you have the whole contract and then just save this file. So you have 3 things in this file that you will use to verify the contract. So let's go back. Alright, so now that we have done all of that, we want to go to Rinkeby etherscan.io, and you want to verify the contract, right? Because that's where we deployed it. We deployed it on the Rinkeby test network. So if you type here, so you can get this from Visual Studio. So you can get it here. Just copy and paste that, and then just search for it. I already have it here, but let me just do it again. And see, these are all the transactions with the contract. So we deployed it and then we minted twice. So go to where it says contract, go to where it says verify and publish. And this is the same process that you will have to follow if you were deploying on the main network. So we'll have to verify the contract. The only difference is that you won't be here, but if it's on Polygon, you will go to Polygon scan, and if it's in Ethereum, you will go to Etherscan, but the real one. This is the test one. So you already have the contract here. If you don't have it, you can just copy it from the Visual Studio and paste it. We used a single file, which is just a single Solidity file. Where it says compiler, go and use the one that we used. How do you know which one we used? So go to Remix. You can see it, where is here? And you can see it's the version 0.8.7, which is this one. And then go to here, which license? Well, I know it's the MIT license, but you can go here all the way to the top, and you will see it's an MIT license. Go to continue. So then you will get to this page, and what you want to do here is the following. So you will have these numbers, a lot of numbers here. So we already have this information as well. Oh, so first we need the contract here. So let's go to Visual Studio. So this is why we needed all of this. Then just copy the contract. So copy the contract and then go back and paste it here. Alright, so once you have done that, you go to where it says ABI encoded. Well, let me just delete this. Go back to Visual Studio. So make sure that you go where, so you see, let me see if I can, oh no, I can't. Anyways, so where it starts going all zeros, you want all of that. So in this case, you see the 2, and then all the zeros start going all the way. So copy from the end to that point, to the first 0. Then just copy that part. Go back to this one. And then paste it here. So just copy the last part and paste it here. Oh, and one thing that I almost forget. Where it says optimization, you wanna click yes, because we used optimization, which if you go here, you can see that we enabled it. So do that, copy this. And once you have done that, don't worry about this too. Just verify that you're not a robot. And then verify and publish. Alright, so once it's done, this is what you're gonna get. It's gonna tell you that everything was verified and everything is correct. So after you have done this, now people can interact with your contract. Alright, so let me just show you how you can interact with it. So if you copy here, or you can go back to the Visual Studio Code. Let's copy it. Let's go to the contract. and you have it here. And now you can see the green check, which means that's being verified. And now you can interact with it. So you can go to write contract, and first you need to connect. So go to connect to Web3, and then it will connect to your MetaMask. So it will ask you for permission, and then it will connect. Say next, connect. Alright, so now it's connected, so something will appear here, your address, I think. Okay, oh, see, now it appeared. It just take a few seconds, I guess. So all of the things that you were able to do from the control panel, which is here. So see all of these things. Now people can connect with their wallets, and then they can start, you know, doing things, interacting with your contract. So let's say that someone wants to mint, right? So they'll just go here. Let's just put something here. I don't remember what we put, but let's say say that we want to mint. So this is how many you want to mint. You can only mint one because we put the maximum to 1. 0.01. Let's use that. Let's see if it's gonna work. So confirm, and then you can view your transaction. So it's pending right now, but once it's been confirmed, you can go to the testnet OpenSea and then see it if it appears here. So right now we'll just have to, let's wait for it. So it's still processing, so let's just give it a second. If you go to the testnet OpenSea, so now you can see that it says that you have 3 items. So I think it's loading right now. Alright, as you can see now, it's been the transaction has been completed. It was a success. If we go back to the OpenSea, you can see that it says 3 items. So let's refresh. We should be able to see our new NFT here. And as you can see, we have 3 NFTs, and we have the third one, which we minted from here, from the contract. So now, you know, people can do this. They can go here and interact with your contract. Ideally, you want to create like a website where they can, you know, like a mint app, right? So then they can mint directly, and they don't have to come to this contract and do all of this. But that would we would leave it for another tutorial. So that's all. That's how you deploy it on OpenSea. Once again, this is a test network, but if you follow the same steps if you want to do it on the real network. Alright, so this is where we end this tutorial. If it was helpful, let me know. Let me know what tutorials you want me to do, and I'll make them. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel. That will help a lot, and thank you.